Hello everyone, welcome to our online webinar. And today our topic is Introduction to Captive Power Plant and Energy Management System. I am seeking patience from everyone. We will go in conduct to the main part of the webinar very soon. Please everyone, ensure your microphone is mute during the session. Only if you have any questions, then at first turn on your microphone and ask your questions. Thank you.
We have no question.
Well,
Please start this webinar first.
okay, thank you. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for your participation to our webinar. I'm delighted to welcome you to our today's webinar entitled as Introduction to Captive Power Plants and Energy Management System. Before moving on, I would like to express my appreciation to all the attendees for joining us today. Because your presence here demonstrates your commitment to learning and exploring innovative energy solutions. And yes, together we can make a significant difference in our energy consumption patterns and contribute to sustainable future. Well, uh, so let me introduce myself at first. I am MD 𝐔𝐒, Project Coordinator at Fast Engineering Solutions Ltd. And here in Fast Engineering Solutions Ltd, we actually is an engineering consultancy solution company that was established in 2017. We actually work in a substation where we provide solution regarding how a power plant can utilize more efficiently and also increase their production rate. We have expert engineers. At first, we inspect a particular substation or captive power plant, then we take the necessary data for our calculation, and then we provide our recommendation that at which point the plant should be increase their potentiality or how they can improve their plant capacity. In this regard, depending upon our inspection and audit report, the company get the government certification like PRC or TITAS. And now here you can take a look to some of our valuable clients we work for, like Jamuna, KSRM, Shaham, Bengal Group, etc. After that, to the next site here, you can see our available brands, which we promoted. And now to the next site, I am not going to further anymore. I will request to our first speaker, MD Engineer Kamal Ahmed, to let his speaker begin. So please wait everyone for a while. He will start his speech very soon. I'm asking for patience for a little bit. Thank you. Okay, I have a question to all of the participants. Can I ask you, is there anyone, I think anyone is there from outside of Bangladesh, can raise your hand? Yes, please, can you introduce yourself? Immersion, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please introduce yourself. Which country are you from?
From Philippines.
Thank you very much to connecting with us. And what are you doing? Are you a student or are you a job holder?
Student, sir. Student.
Student. Okay, thank you very much to joining with us. Is there any other one who are from outside of Bangladesh? Please unmute yourself and introduce. John Ajit Leonova.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please introduce yourself. Which country are you from?
Sir, I'm from Philippines, though. Sir.
You also from Philippines. Thank you very much to joining with us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, then I can see many others also from outside of Bangladesh. Okay, our guest speaker already here, I guess, and he will let his speaker in beginning. Are you here in the Kamal Ahmed, sir? Hello. Please, everyone. I'm asking you for patience because I think Kamal Ahmed is getting some technical problem. He will start in a while. Thank you for your patience.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, if this webinar is done, we have a certificate or not?
Yes, you will get a certificate at the end of this webinar. Definitely.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Kamal Ahmed. Thank you, everyone, for joining and have your patience. From my part, I will start and cover the overview of Bangladesh university condition right now and the institutional conditions and structure of Bangladesh. Like our Bangladesh Power Division is Ministry of Power, Energy and Mineral Resource Department, and the Power Division and Power Energy Management and Energy Price Regulation Committee Commission is Bangladesh Energy Regulatory Commission, and this regulatory commission is setting the price for the independent power producer and the captive power producer also, which is our main topics of today. And I will cover the captive power generation in Bangladesh for industry sector and the scenario of captive power generation in Bangladesh right now. Okay. For the first part, I will cover the overview of our Bangladesh power sector. Then I will cover the types of the power plant in Bangladesh, Bangladesh electricity capacity right now, and the drawbacks of power plant in the running condition, and keep them availability, keep their reliability available, and electricity hike, price hike in current situation in Bangladesh, which is very alarming, and the industry need to focus in this area right now, and it will be very high time for them to focus in this area and solve the problem and or their energy management issues, so that their revenue and the profit margin will not go low after the COVID situation. The energy price and the global energy price increases rapidly. Bangladesh has a very many kinds of natural resource and we have a very high quality of natural gas in Bangladesh. The natural gas prices was very low when we get the natural gas from our mineral sector, but the price was very low, so the industry do not get concerned the energy management or the energy preservation or the energy proper utilization of natural gas there. So they pay attention in this sector. But after COVID-19 and Bangladesh requirement of the power right now, because of the development work of Bangladesh government, the requirement of natural gas increases very rapidly. On the other hand, our natural resources is limited, which we need to manage in a very efficient manner if we want to get to the developed country in the 2041. So the industry sector for in this sector, the textile sector, the pharmaceutical sectors, you can name any sector which is using captive power generation. They will have to use the energy very efficient manner so that they will get the proper output or outcome from this sector. So let's go in depth to discuss the point. Okay. The overview of the of Bangladesh power sector. We in any country in the world, we can divide the power system in three categories. One part is generation, second part is transmission, and the third part is distribution. Generation, transmission, and distribution, they all have to be worked in a synchronized manner. So when the power generation, some say like 100 megawatt, transmission should have nearly 100 megawatt, and distribution should have nearly consumed 100 megawatt. So the loss will be low. If the loss will be low, then the energy efficiency will be high and the energy management will be very good. If the loss is high, say if we generate 100 megawatt, but our energy consumption or energy loss in the transmission get 5% to 10%, it will cover the 10 megawatt or 5 megawatt. So you name it. If the generation get to 10,000 megawatt, then the 10% or the 5% of loss, it will be 500 to 1,000 megawatt. So it is a huge loss in the transmission sector, as well as there is a distribution loss also. So for the public sector or the Ministry of Power Generation or the Electricity Ministry or the Ministry of Electricity, they will have to be focused in the not only energy generation and transmission and distribution, they will have to be focused in the loss minimization and the more efficient way or more efficient manner, so that they can get the most out of the energy and get the revenue to the government fund, so that the loss will be low. And with this process, government can contribute or the public sector can contribute carbon emission footprint, which is very vital for the now for this kind of scenario or for this world environment situation right now. So the developed countries also is concerned with the global gas emission or the CO2 reduction rate. So our government is also focusing in this area. So now come to the point, our generation has in the public sector, we have Bangladesh Power Development Board. Under the Bangladesh Power Development Board, we have 𝐅𝐨𝐥𝐥𝐶 Power Generation Company Limited, we have Electricity Generation of Company Bangladesh, we have Northeast Power Generation Company Limited, and some independent power producers like Summit, like United Power Plant, like Reliance Power, like NEPC, any other large power generation, you name it. In the transmission sector, government has only one transmission company, which is Power Grid Company of Bangladesh, which is a public limited company, and this company is solely responsible for generation, for transmission, and as well as to keep the loss minimized in this sector. So the transmission loss will have to be low, and they will have to keep the network or the transmission network very efficient manner, so that it will be uh, very efficient way. And finally, we'll get to the distribution sector. Distribution sector, we have a large distribution sector like Dhaka Power Distribution Company, DESCO, Dhaka Electricity Supply Company, and Western Power Distribution, and the REB, which is a which supply in the rural area of the Bangladesh. So in distribution sector, we have also many area which will have to contribute and to improve uh, uh, rapidly, so that the loss will be low and the government power generation will be utilized properly. Next slide. Okay, now we are seeing the present structure of our power sector. The mother or the main regulatory area here is Ministry of Power, Energy and Mineral Resources, who is the minister of under the Ministry of Prime Minister, who is the minister of this ministry. In this area, we will have two different power division, which controls the power sector, and Energy and Mineral Resource division, which controls the energy and natural resources of the Bangladesh. And the regulatory authority is the Bangladesh Energy Regulatory Commission, who controls the energy prices. In this sector, we will find under the power division, we have the power cell, the Bangladesh Power Development Board, some IPPs under them, PGCP, APSL, which is I described earlier. REB has some distribution committee, PBS, DPDC, and some ESCO distribution. Next, okay. Now we are watching the power types of power plants and the percentage of power generation in the world global power scenario. In the global power scenario, we can easily observe that the major power generation area in for natural resource, right, we are using right now is coal. Coal is a huge contributor of carbon footprint in Bangladesh and in the whole world. And the second most used natural resource or the fuel is the natural gas. And thirdly, the hydropower. Hydropower, we can say, not completely carbon footprint free, but it is very efficient and very low cost, very low carbon footprint generation. So we are using the coal and natural gas for the generation, and our captive power plant, another fuel is using, that is, we say that HFO, or the heavy furnace oil. That is another fuel which is used by some captive power plant power generation plant also. We use for captive power plant diesel. We use captive power plant for natural gas fuel also. So for our industry sector, three main fuel they use: natural gas, they use heavy furnace oil or HFO, and they use the diesel. So you name it, this kind of natural fuel fuel price is increasing after the COVID-19 very rapidly. Okay. Now we are watching our Bangladesh electricity capacity in this area. Our Bangladesh is mainly dependent on the natural gas. We are seeing from our pie chart that the Bangladesh power generation majorly, almost 50%, we can say 45%, almost 50% from natural gas, which is 11,476 megawatt. So we are solely depend on our natural gas for generation. So we will have to be very cautious when we are using this natural gas. Our government now is importing LNG, or we call it sorry, natural liquidified natural gas, which is very expensive, and so that our government is focusing energy management and energy efficiency now very important in this area. So government is focusing because they are importing, and for this import we need highly expensive installation equipment and some and our foreign reserve. So we will have to use it very efficient manner. Okay. So you are watching the current chart of the power generation in Bangladesh. We are watching in October 2021, which was very high. Almost you see that 8,000 megawatt. After the from October to January, you see the power generation is relatively low, because in this area, in the summer season we need high power, because summer season the weather is very hot, but in the winter season our power demand is low. So you are watching in the January, from October to 1st of April, you see the low demand and the low generation of the power. After that, the April, from July to June, July 22, you see the power generation is increased very rapidly, and power consumption also increased very rapidly. At that time, the Ukraine and Russian war started, which caused the natural gas and crude oil price increase. So after this, government have become very cautious about the energy conservation in Bangladesh, and so they emphasize many kinds of regulation for this purpose, like the industry or who is using the captive power generation, they will have to use their natural gas, or they will have to use their HFO or HSD fuel very efficient way, so that government can save, and as well as the industry can save their power and increase their revenue in, and be competitive in the global market with their price, with their product. Okay. So government was focused initially in the large power producing, but you see, when we are using large power producing from using transmission and distribution, we are losing huge amount of power. So you see, if we lost the 10%, we almost losing 1,000 megawatt in the process. So if our total generation is 10,000 megawatt, so government has focused in large power generation, but large power generation has some drawbacks also, like their inadequate transmission and distribution system, stranded assets, facing fuel crisis from the Ukraine-Russia war, faulty power plants, which is causing you know, major part of the area and the running properly. So you see, when the power generation is occur, they from power generation to power transmission and power distribution. If all the system is not efficient, then government has losing money, huge amount of money, and so that they are increasing the fuel price as a result. We'll see in the next slide that in slide that the government have to increasing the prices, but the industry sector cannot cope up with that, because if the energy prices increases from the grid, so they will have to pay more price with the same consumption. So why they will go for the government? Why they will take the power from the government? So they go for the captive power generation. Okay. Now you can see in the March 10, our price was 3.81 taka per kilowatt, and you see gradually it is increased from in February 7.86 taka per kilowatt. So you see almost 3 times almost 3 times the value increased from 3.81 7.8. If the industry can produce their captive power generation, they can produce at a lower price. If they can use the gas or the HFO or the diesel in a proper and efficient manner. So let's say if a factory is using the captive power generation, then say they are consuming 10 megawatt. If they can produce 10 megawatt after using the captive power plant, they can use the exhaust of the power plant of the engine to generate steam. So if they can use the flue gas or the exhaust high temperature to to generate the steam, then their boiler, they do not need the steam boiler to produce the steam if they require that. On the other hand, if they can use the jacket water like to cool the building, so they can save the they will be able to save their cooling price. So in this way they can save their money. Okay, so now you can see from 2010 to 2021 our natural gas uses, you see it is almost 3 times, more than 2 times, more than 2 times the natural gas consumption. But our generation of natural gas did not increase at the same way, so we will have to import. So as a result, government imposes many kinds of regulation to the industry. So on this regard, we emphasize the employee, the student, and the newly comer to the industry sector. They will have to be aware and they will have to be prepared for their job sector, uh, and the supplier or the businessman, so they can get a good value of the product, and the employee will be skilled, and the factory will get a skilled employee to get their maximum benefit from the employee. So factory is now focusing to get the efficient employer who will be use their energy as a efficient manner. So we are focusing in this area. So how you can use your energy efficiently. Okay. Now you say that we are from the start we are emphasizing that industry need to use the captive power plant so to generate their power and produce their power and use it as a year. So now see, the captive power plant is a facility that provides a localized source of power to an energy user. These are the typical industrial facilities, large offices or data care centers. Okay. The captive in this picture, you can see that this plant may operate in grid parallel mode with the ability to export surplus power to the local electricity distribution network, or if they have the consumption or if they have the requirement, they can use the complete power in their facility, so that they will not need to get the power from the local distribution area. So it will save from the capacity payment or any other from them. Okay. Now we are watching the typical distributed generation of the captive power plant. You see, number one, you see the one engine room. We see one fuel treatment hall, one unloading station, tank and storage area, some radiators to radiate the heat of the captive power generation plant, chimney and stack to exhaust the flue gas after the proper utilization, transformer to transform the voltage, high voltage to low voltage or low voltage to high voltage. One grid station is required to connect it with the grid local grid or local distribution network with the transmission line, and one monitoring room to monitor the power plant. Okay. In the captive power plant, for a gas engine, you can see we have a generator, we have a blow-by-oil separator, we need a oil filter, air filter, ignition rail, intercooler, one turbocharger, cooling water pump, oil pump installed in the oil pan, and the welded frame. Nowadays, the gas engine is so efficient, you can get almost 40 to 45% efficiency from the gas engine. And the generator is also highly efficient. If we can use the turbocharger, then the efficiency of the engine will increase very rapidly and a very efficient way. We can use the air filter and to filter the air which will intake to the combustion chamber. If the combustion air is clean, then the combustion will happen properly. If the combustion air is not dirty, then the combustion will not happen properly and will have a huge loss in the sector. Ignition system, spark plug, and other system need to be clearly clear in the regular interval, so that we will get the efficient and the proper combustion burning and the every spark. We need to have intercooler in two stages, so that the cooling is very important for the combustion chamber. If we cannot provide the cooling properly, then the combustion seal will damage, as well as the combustion leakage will happen, and finally your engine will be damaged, which will cause the efficiency loss and the engine loss at the end of the day. So as an engineer, we will have to be more focused on the captive power plant to regulate their parameters efficiently, so the schedule maintenance and the routine maintenance in an efficient way, so we can get proper fuel burning from it, and as well as if we can burn the fuel properly, at the end of the day we will get a proper electrical output from the generator. Okay. Thank you. This was my part. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MD Kamal Ahmed sir, for your valuable speech in our webinar. Now, I will invite our second honorable speaker, Tawfiq Rahman, who will give the details insight of energy management system. Sir, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Yes, sir, please. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Can I share my screen? Okay, before sharing, hope you are doing well today. This is a very good gathering here. I must acknowledge that I saw that MD Shafayat Hussain Jinnah is present. He's the managing director of the APSL, I know. Thank you for being with us. And the MD Kamal Hussain, thank you for you also that you presented a very good overview of the Bangladeshi situation, as well as the captive power generation in Bangladesh. So it's relatively different in other than other countries around the world, because we have a shortages of power. We can not give the quality powers to everyone, so that industries are looking forward to get their power by its own. So we devise that too. Before presenting my I can say actual presentation, I want to know that who is with us today. So this okay. Do you hear? Do you see my screen? I think it is yes. Okay. This is the presentation. Before going further, I want to go everyone to the website called www.menti.com. Can you go, everyone? If it is, you can put it in the chat box. I think most of the peoples are on the computer. If someone is in the mobile phone, you can switch to Google Chrome and go to the menti.com. So I will know that you are okay. No one has connected right now. Please visit menti.com. I am waiting for your yes, someone is inside. One person has given a like. You may give a like that I can know that you are. Yes, there is a 2 person here. 3, it is raising. So you already went through the menti.com, I suppose. Go to the menti.com, 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 and put the code here. It is written 2586 4376. 2586 4376. 2586 4376. If you 9%, 11% is there, 12, 13, 13% is there. I want to know, I want more of you to place. Go to the menti.com and the code is 2586 4376. 2586 4376. Everyone must understand. Go to the menti.com and use the code 2586 4376. I am repeating because maybe you are in the mobile phone, so you cannot know what is the code is. So I am repeating. Go to the menti.com, MENTI, menti.com, and use the code 2586 4376. I will be waiting for 20 persons. If 20 persons is here, then I think it will be okay. Now, right now it is 17. I need more 3. Use go to menti.com, MENTI.com, 2586 4376. This is the code. I think most of the person, yes, it is 18 right now. I want more too. Please go to menti.com. The people who are in the Bangladesh, আপনারা menti.com এ যাবেন, MENTI.com, এবং এখানে একটা কোড ব্যবহার করতে হবে 25 86 43 76. So I think most of the people are there. Okay. I think 20% is here. So I am going to change the slide. So right now you will see that this slide, that what do you do? I mean, what is your position right now? 1 person has voted, 1 person is unemployed, 2 person unemployed. That is bit good. Most of the people's right now it is unemployed. 5 persons are there. Students little bit 2, I suppose. Some are job holders, some are job seeker. Okay, that is very nice. People who are what you are doing. So again, menti.com and use the code 2586 4376. So 15% has been voted and 5% was not. So I suppose the majority of our here with us is unemployed. It is right now the situation, but you will not be unemployed. After my presentation, you will know a lot of stuff and lot of new things that will help you to get an employment and get an business. So job seeker 4 and 6, I mean, those are similar. It is 10%, 50% people who are here are job seeker actually. So this is the our situation. You already know. Right now I'm going to change the slide to what do you want from this class. My class is energy management. You already know. You can make three comments, anything. It will easy. I will easy for you. You may write energy management or anything else. Yeah, what is your desire from this class? I wanted to know, so that if I when I talk, then I will go further about your desire. Please vote. Please write. What do you want from this class? Just write anything. There is no right or wrong answer. If anything is possible, you can write anything. Just write. So please vote. Anyone? Yes, new learnings. Yes, this is true. Some people come here to learn more, to gather his experience more, to gather his knowledge more, so that the new learning is an initiative. So some some people has no idea that what can I do. So okay, you can get an idea today. You can get the information from the jobs. You can get experience as well. Maybe experience you cannot have here, because you can learn here. So everyone is a little bit easy. You can use the so uh, everyone here is for different perspective, but most of the people want the knowledge, and most of the people want the job here. So it is little bit easy. It's very dispersed audience I have today, so it is very difficult for me to everyone to satisfy today. So I think I got my point, so I'm stop sharing. Okay, we can vote again. More people will vote. New learning, gaining knowledge is the most, because it is the big ones. Everyone try to learn for new knowledges, new learnings, I suppose. So I want to stop share now. Right now I'm going to my original presentation. Okay. And I trained for energy auditors, energy managers as well. I have got trained from South Korea, Singapore, France, Japan, China, India for energy auditing as well as energy efficiency, energy management. I have my YouTube also. Let's begin with something new. So the first question is, what is energy? So the energy, so do you actually, if you, okay, I think sharing is not opened right now. Is it visible to you all? Yes, it is. I suppose it is visible to everyone. Okay. Thank you, Shakil, for giving me the hints that slide is not presenting. So thank you. Right now, I am going to talk about the energy. So I know what is energy, but do you know? Energy is nothing, but it is the ability to do work. We all always know that. So what else? This person is trying to move a ball. So this is if the ball moves, then this has a work and this is energy. What else? Another thing you can say that ability to carry a heat transfer. Heat transfer means heat is transferred from one body to another. Let's shake hand. If you feel so cold, then heat is transferred from your body to other person. So right now, what is the situation? We know that the three types of heat transfer is going today. It is radiation, conduction, and convection. So this kind of stuff we already know. But why I am doing this? Because it is the energy management. I know energy has a two parts. It's a potential energy as well as the kinetic energy. We know potential energy means you can change the position, you can got energy from the chemicals. This is the potential energy. So this is the energies, potential energy and also the kinetic energies. So chemical energy, nuclear energy, stored mechanical energy, gravitational energy, these are all in the view of potential energy. And the chemical kinetic energies are the radiation energies, thermal energies, motion, sound, electricity, those are the kinetic energies. So this energy, when we go for the energy management, we will look for both of the energies. We will look for to save both of the energies. So I already explained you that heat transfer is an energy. So if heat is transferred, then we can convert it to mechanical energy. Just like these stoves here, you see that kettle is being burned, kettle filled with water is being heated, and in the mouth of the kettle is a vapor is turning the wheel, and this wheel turns the generator, and generator uh, produces electricity. So this electricity light a bulb. So this heat energy to convert mechanical energy is being done. So it is done by the volume expansion. So volume is expanded, then when water is there, after water it is turned into the vapor. So vapor has a larger volume. So this might do some work. So this is the equation we already know. So the question is, do total heat energy can be converted to mechanical energy? Do you have any suggestion for me? So you can write in the chat box. So is it all energy can be converted to mechanical energy? You can write on the chat box so that we can know that you know that. Actually, let's not wait because it's late night, and we all going to be going to be sleep very soon. So no, this is not possible. Some heat must be wasted. Some heat must be exhausted. Some heat must be going to the environment. So some heat. I see some heat. What is the some heat? Maybe for the generation from this position, I can say that the energy 20% to 15% energy is being converted to electricity, not more than that. Most of the energies is going to the environment. So it is done in the law of thermodynamics. Is say that no engine cannot be 100% efficient. So there are no engine that 100% efficient. So some heat must be lost. Some efficiency must be degraded. So it has no limit, but our target is to minimize the loss. So there always be room for improvement. So right now I'm going to talk about the scenario we have globally. Globally, we have the energy consumption in different way. That is, we use the all fossil fuels. Mostly, we use the fossil fuels, oil, coal, and natural gases. Mostly, we use coal and then oil and then natural gases. Renewable energy is right now is very little fossil fuel supply, mostly 83% of total energy comes from fossil fuel. What is fossil fuel? Let's not talk about it. Fossil fuel is inside in the earth crust, so that we use it for our energy requirement. So, but it will gradually deplete it. So we need to we need to find other source of energies. So in Bangladesh, we use 38% of natural gas to use uh, to meet our demand, and natural gas we import only 10%, 10% from the electricity, and we have the oil 15% we use oil, and coal we use 89% oil coal, and electricity we have some percentage, but it is not showing here. Electricity we import 1%, as well as we have 27% of biofuel. So these are the stuff we use. Actually, another form of unit, we call it ton of oil equivalent. Maybe you are not familiar with the unit of energy. So it is ton of oil equivalent means that 1 ton of diesel or petrol, not diesel or petrol, it is crude oil that has to be refined to prepare diesel or petrol. So, and also if we see that trend of ourselves, it is little bit we are using more energies in future. You see that natural gas in let me do some highlighter, or we can say laser. You see natural gas here in 2021 it is going down because natural gas harnessing is little bit lower and furnace oil take place, and hydro is little bit similar in Bangladesh, and importing is going more and more, also the coal. So this is the situation of Bangladesh right now. I know every country has same situation we have now. So in Bangladesh, Mr. Kamal has said that energy efficiency conservation is right now is the priority, because energy price is in out of risk right now, most of the people, and so Bangladesh targeted to reduce energy intensity by 20% by 2030. So this is the situation. So there is two pie charts. One is the final energy basis, and one is the primary energy basis. Final energy means electricity. If electricity is concerned, then chart is little bit different, but industry uses most of the energy. So this is the potential of the saving in our country, that if we go for energy management, we can save around 21% of our energy in Bangladesh. So it is little bit tricky. Government organization should have to come forward to achieve this goal. So right now we are going for the energy management system, because to save this energy, so this energy or 21% of energy, we need energy management system. So energy management system we included for the large energy consumers in Bangladesh, and as well as to prepare energy managers, to prepare energy auditors. So here it is a job opportunity for you, that you can earn certificate for energy managers, and as well as you can earn certificates for energy auditor. If you get certificate from energy for energy manager and energy auditor, you can have some jobs, because the professional certificates, if you have some what I can say, some qualification and some learnings, and get an exam. It is being actually certified by Sustainable and Renewable Energy Development Authority. By the authority, energy manager certification and energy auditor certification are done. So you can apply and you can certify yourself with qualification and examination system. After that, energy management system includes actually energy consumption reporting, because energy managers in industry should have to report energy management to the energy management to the top management, so that they can know that what has to be improved and what has to be needed attention. So after that, benchmarking of the plant is needed. So these are the main key point of energy management system. So today we discuss on the energy management system. Energy management system is nothing but is judicial and effective use of energy that maximizes the profit and the competitive position of the industry. If energy management is properly done, then the factory may save enormous amount of energy inside, because most of the country, most of the industry around the world doesn't understand or doesn't prioritize the energy, because they only seek for profits, seek for small profits, because if they save energy, this will actually maximize their profit. They always ignore this thing. So as the energy management practices, and the energy management practice, I strongly recommend the industries that go for energy management system. I will give you some hints today. So not all, because time is short for me. I cannot do everything in this small time, but I can assure you that if you go further, then you will have the opportunity to learn more on the energy management. So these are the objective that that energy management has, actually, to minimize the environmental effect is one of the other things. And the cost and the procurement, most of the industries doesn't involve the procurement department to the energy management system, because it's a lax, because procurement department always procures product. If they produce equipment, if they procure equipment without knowing the energy uses of there, then this will be a disaster, because this equipment may uh, equipment may consume more energy than everyone other in the competitors. So my suggestion is that to involve everyone, every persons in the industry, to the energy management system. So under the energy management system, there is a one small special topic that is called energy audit. So in this energy audit, what I can say is audit is a different thing. Audit may be not spoken of, because audit always give us some fear that the audit may do something wrong, and audit may do some things that prepare ourselves in a dangerous situation. So audit is not like that. Audit is an investigation of the energy on the basis of energy. And after the audit, what is the thing they give the industries is that they identify the energy saving potential, where is energy is being wasted, and what measures can take that energy wastage can be reduced. Outcome from energy is a energy audit is a very common thing, that viability and cost effective energy saving measures can be identified by the audit, and also the production output versus the energy consumption will be improved. So this is the systematic approach for decision making for the energy management. If if the top management knows that this equipment taking more energy than usual, then they can change or they can modify this equipment. So this is the foundation of the energy management system, energy audit. Let's talk about energy audit more. Energy audit includes the energy conversion systems. This is you do not know if you are the job seeker mostly, because you do not enter the industries. You didn't enter the industries. So I am going to show some industries. This is the electric arc furnace. This arc furnace is used in the in the steel industries. Steel, the raw steels or raw scrap product is being liquefied by this arc furnace. After the arc furnace, there is a provision. They make rods. They make structural buildings rods. This AKRS or the KSRM. So these are or other rod manufacturing industries using this electric arc furnace. Electric arc furnace is efficient product in around the world for liquefying the steels. And as well as other things in the industries, the industrial boiler, maybe the compressor, industrial other boilers. So this is really not the boiler, this is actually industrial fan and the pumps. These are the equipment that has to be taken care of by energy auditor, so that they run efficiently or they run inefficiently. So other thing, problems in the energy distribution system, maybe an energy auditor can identify the electricity distribution system as well as steam distribution system, compressed air distribution system, everything they can find out the problem and solution for them, as well as energy utilization efficiency of the equipment. Some equipment may be utilized equipment inefficiently. So I know if 1 ton of product has been produced by some kilowatt, then maybe it can be changed to somewhat less. Here you can see that in spinning industries, maybe spinning industries, but I am going to talk about it, that spinning industries has different parts. That here it is 100% total energy, 50% energy is going to spinning, and humidification plant is 25%. After that is in a spinning plant, that most two spinning plant, two more. So if we go to the audit phase, that in audit phase they say that other spinning plant, in spinning plant, mixing, carding, combing, those kind of stuffs are going on. These are the percentage, that 30% is going to ring spinning, something like that. Ring spinning is a process, so you do not worry about it, but you see only the percentage here, that this 30% is going for ring spinning. So if energy auditing is in place, it says that 48% from the ring spinning, and maybe something like different, because okay. So this kind of stuff it can be happening in the industries. So before audit, maybe 135 kilowatt hour is being used, but after audit it is 53 kilowatt hour is used. So how this specific energy consumption can be improved. This can be done by an energy audit. So other thing is that that production planning and maintenance housekeeping, this can be done by energy audit, or as well as energy management can do it. And good production planning may be there. Energy audit can recommend good operation management, maintenance practice. Maybe energy auditor can include and housekeeping practices. I am going further. And management expected is that some industries doesn't have the management based on the energy efficiency or energy management. So information flow, data collection, as well as the feedback system, these systems are needed for energy management aspect. So as I am talking about the energy management, so this management aspect is needed if a industry wanted to improve their energy management, energy efficiency. Energy audit also do a lot of stuffs. Maybe you can say that here, if I have more time, then I can explain. But I am assure you that this is energy audit or energy management is only for the minimization of energy. So it is see that you can see that if prevention is the most favorable option always. Just prevent something here. These people, what is doing by these people? These people is trying to remove the dripping of the water. So this is prevention. Most favorite option is always prevention, then minimization, then reuse, recycling, if it is possible, energy recovery, and lastly, disposal of the things. So if it is not energy efficient, you can dispose and make a new one. So these two types of energy audit you can in the energy management system. preliminary energy audit as well as the detailed energy audit. These two have different time. Preliminary is very short, maybe 1 week, a few days to 1 week, and longer time frame. The detailed energy 15 to 30 days is needed. The preliminary audit results will be the generic, and it is very fast. And detailed energy audit, it is more specific. And as well as the focus for the preliminary energy audit only energy efficiency, and detailed energy audit or covering all the things. Okay, economic analysis for the preliminary energy audit is very simple, and the economic analysis for the detailed is very high in bit of IRR, net present values, life cycle cost, simple payback period, all are done in the detailed energy audit. The recommendations in the energy audit is broad, but detailed energy audit is more specific, and more specific to equipment, or more specific to process. So at ASHRAE, American Society for Heating and Refrigeration, they have suggested 3 types of audit. So this is level 1, only walkthrough, detailed, and another thing is capital intensive audit. You can do, we can do it for a later time. If you are energy auditor or the energy manager, you are going to manage the energy in the facility. So the client may be looking for the mandatory energy audit, or the compliance energy audit, or the specific task efficiency estimation, performance evaluation. Based on the client, you can express your interest. Manager can express the scope of work. The scope of work may be their electric distribution system, or motor load surveys, HVAC system, water pumping system, lighting system, everything can be under the scope of work for energy management system. So if I got the everything we have, so some data collection is necessary, right? Data analysis is necessary. So when we go for data analysis, so maybe there is no measurable things. So if I cannot measure, then we cannot analyze any data. So or maybe there is no meter, there is no historical data, as well as register, no register to maintain. So everything, nothing. These are the challenges you have. So none of the challenges, it is the challenges, but none of the challenges is not like that. It cannot be solved. It cannot be solved. So after that data analysis, we need the so most of the things, we need 2 things: only the production amount and energy consumption. If we do that things, we can measure by the energy audit equipment, or that is measured from the 2 to 6 of this position, then 2 to 6 numbers. So these data types, if I can measure for the energy audit equipment, we can do this by very well. And right now, I am going to know for the energy management system, for the energy manager, what is the energy conservation opportunities in the industries. So some people want that we can use one fuel to another. Let's take an example. What is the example? Let's say a petrol car. Petrol car is taking petrol from the filling station. So someone say that please replace the fuel. Please replace the fuel to petrol to natural gas. So you can minimize the cost. This called the fuel substitution. I mean fuel. You can change the fuel. You can change the fuel and go to the less costly and better efficient fuel. So someone drive the natural gas vehicles. So someone says him to that, go to electric vehicle. So it will reduce your cost. Yes, this is also the fuel substitution. So fuel substitution is like that. And another thing is that you can go for the energy generation. Energy generation means going to the energy saving opportunities in the energy generation. And so if you have a DG set, change the DG set to natural gas set. So this kind of stuff you can save energy. And also technical and economic feasibility. If you can say that technical economic feasibility, we have the technology availability, space, skill, manpower, and reliability of service. If we have that thing, then technical feasibility is there. And also energy efficiency. Is energy efficiency measures improve the safeties or the quality of the product or the process? This is a technical feasibility. If you can take this as a technical feasibility, as well as this, what are the maintenance requirement, what are the spare parts availability. If some industry imports something that is not, that parts is not available in the market, so you will be in the trouble. So if you want to address, if you propose or recommend to take that technology, but this technology not available in the Bangladesh, so or your country, so it will be very difficult for everyone. This will not the technical feasible. This is not the technical feasibility things. So another thing is financial viability. Financial viability always, if we want to improve things financially, it will has to be sound. So what are the financial viabilities? You know that better payback periods, good rate of return, and the good net present values, internal return will be the higher, so that the procurement department or the management department will know that this equipment will give you the financial benefit. So these are the steps, these are the things that need to be care of on the energy management measures and the energy conservation measures. If we want to implement the energy conservation measures, energy efficiency measures, so we right now I can say that maybe it is a new thing for Bangladesh. We can call this the energy services company, who can invest in the factory and may manage the day-to-day energy management things in your factory. This 𝐷𝐿 company is a little bit new, so most people who are unemployed or seeking the jobs, so you can go for building your own 𝐷𝐿 companies. These 𝐷𝐿 companies, what they do, they actually do the implementation, the energy audit recommendation. So here you can see right now in the right part, this is the annual energy consumption we have right now before the 𝐷𝐿 project. This company, the industry has done an audit, and this audit has some recommendation. This recommendation, they say that this you can, if you can change this or maintain this, your energy consumption will be reduced. So this company can come to the 𝐷𝐿 company. 𝐷𝐿 company implement all the stuffs. 𝐷𝐿 company invest their money to buy new products or buy new management system for the company. So customer gains this amount, 𝐷𝐿 charge this amount, and utility charge payment. Utility charge, firstly this large portion. Firstly, this last portion is utility charge. Right now, utility charge is like that, and 𝐷𝐿 charge is this. So, and customer or the company gains this. After that, if 𝐷𝐿 comes out, 𝐷𝐿 go out, you see that customer gains is like this, and it is the utility payment. I mean the energy payment. So you see that this gain has been improved by the 𝐷𝐿 company. So it is a high time to go for the 𝐷𝐿 business, so that you can invest and gain your revenue and give the customer a gain. So this is done. You can say that at the later stage of the energy audit. This is also in the part of the energy management system. So right now I'm going to talk about, I did take much of your time today, but I think it is very important for you to know. I want to know now. I want to give you some insight on the energy management system. It is ISO 50001:2018. It is international standard. In this standard, energy management system has been developed. If a person wants to manage his energy, so he can implement energy management system in his industries. I have a proposition here. I have example here. You want to, yeah, right? let's say an industry, all employees leave their lights and air conditioners in the on mode when leaving office. And the managing director doesn't care. Managing director doesn't care that, because they say he thinks that energy consumption can be managed because he has many more profits for other sector. Energy consumption is not a energy bills is not very big, so he doesn't care. And the procurement department buy electric arc furnace. It is efficient without a vertical drive preheating unit. We don't know, you didn't know this thing. Electric arc furnace actually needs vertical type preheat unit for better efficiency. But procurement department doesn't buy that, and managing director doesn't care about that. So in that situation, do you think that energy management system works? Do you think that energy audit could help? I don't think so, because energy management and energy audit is only applicable, only useful if the top management wants to be energy efficient. So this is the main focus for the energy management system. For the energy management system, of course, try to engage the top management at first. After that, top management, if top management agrees, then energy management cycle begins. So otherwise, there is no energy management cycle. Only top management as well as the every person. If top management agrees on that, after that, every person will agree on that. So management planning in the organization, then implementation, then verification, monitoring, and reporting, as well as after that, company's commitment, everything will be in the cycle. After that, energy management system works. What is the barriers of the energy management implementation? Barriers, of course, the communication between the department. If you see, if you work on an industry, you see that different department work differently. Some are works in the production department, some are works in the procurement department, some are works in the human resource development. So everyone is working in their own department, but no communication between this department. If there is no communication in the department, there will be no energy management system. So firstly, we need that the communication between the department is necessary, and the understanding of the energy efficiency project is very important. After the communication in place, then go to a wide around workshop or seminars with them to understand energy efficiency project. If they understand properly, they will work for the energy efficiency project. Management always talk about the financing. It is true. Everything. If I am a family guy, I also need finances. I also needs money. So I know how to manage the monies. So always there is a limitation of finance. So this is the one of the barriers, as well as the poor accountability measures. Some people in the industry, they are not accountable to anyone. It is the top management, but most of the peoples are accountable. So let them accountable on the energy efficiency. If it is so, then energy management will be in the place. And also, not last but not the least, the status quo. Status quo means that everyone wants to be her place or his place, and nothing moves. They think that everyone has to be in the usual way. If the energy management system in place, everything will be changed according to the management system, so energy management system. So people are not willing to take that. So this is called the inertia to change. They have the inertia not to change. So changes always needed for energy management system. So what is needed? I already explained. That is strong organizational commitment, strong energy management policy, and is strong communications and strong oversight and the management duties. Another thing is that the leadership. I will talk about it. What is the benefit? You already know: efficiency, consumption, and optimization. So I want to do the leadership right now, because if you want more communication, more strong bondage, then you need some leadership. If you don't have any leadership, so if someone, top management always have the primary leadership, but they have demonstrated some actions. After that, every person do his own. Right now I am sitting in a room. I have my room here, and I have my lights on. I have my uh, uh, fans on. I have my computers on. So this is my territory, and here I have the leadership. I can put out of my fans, or I can put out of my LED lights, everything. So in that region, I have the leadership. If I go out of the room, then I have the top management. So top management has other leadership. So in his jurisdiction, everyone has its jurisdiction, have to have some leadership. No one enters in his leadership role. So if the top management gave the leadership to everyone, then it will be in the success. Energy management system will be in the successful position. So another thing is that after the leadership is in place, energy policy is required. Energy policy will be established. This energy policy is included with everything I have discussed earlier. So and it's a framework for and the objective of the energy efficiency target. So in energy policy, there will be a target, and there will be some commitment and the support for the energy policy. It is a written document that has to be prepared by the industry for energy management. The written document will say that we will give you this stuff as a commitment. We will give you this support as a support. So, and also you have to achieve this energy efficiency target. This kind of stuff will be in the place of the energy policy, as well as in the policy there will be a planning. This planning will have the objective, will have the actions that has to be taken for the risks and the opportunities. Also, there will be the energy review. I will talk about energy review, as well as energy performance indicator. I will be talking, as always, as the energy energy performance and the data collection. So energy review inside the SEU means specific energy users. So in energy review, every energy uses has to be identified. So like that, my industry has boilers. He is the energy consumer. Industry has generator. This is the energy consumer. This kind of energy review, and every equipment will have the baseline of energy consumption. We need that in the energy review. And also in the energy review, specific energy uses has to be identified, so that we can correlate with the other. We can correlate and what I can say, improve the energy efficiency. In the energy review system, future energy uses of that equipment will be identified, so that we can know that what will be the target. So in the energy review, I can say that we have energy efficiency target. We have energy efficiency target, as well as we have some process here. So we have process that we have compressed air system, mechanical energy, lighting, ITs, blah blah blah. But we have total energy here. This is called the Sankey diagram. We have two power supply. One is power supply from the grid, and another is power supply from the natural gas. This kind of stuff. So if we know all the information here, then energy review is complete. You see that compressed air system uses 1.03 kilowatt-hour per dollar per euro maybe. So this is the energy consumption. This is the energy consumption. So if we know everything, then going further for planning for data collection. If the data collection is in place, we need this data collection with the calibrated equipment. After that, going for the performance evaluation, data collection has been done. We need performance evaluation. If the performance is good, then we need to carry on all the monitoring system. If it is not, then recalibrate or readjust the planning. Then we say that planning is wrong. Planning was wrong. So my other target, all the things are under the energy management system. I was given a task more than that. I need to talk about the cogeneration because it is inside of the energy management system. Cogeneration means if we want, if we use a generator for electricity, these generators also produces heat. If there is a heat needed, then we can use this heat to other purposes like steaming the or like heating the water, something else. This benefit of cogeneration are the lower energy cost and reduced greenhouse gas emission as well as the energy security. So the cogeneration means, already I will take that here, that let's say it's a generator, but generator has that, you already know, I talked about it, that 100% energy conversion is not possible. Some heat has to be out. So this heat is in outing. So in the cogeneration system, we cannot place the we have to use the heat energy from the generator by producing the electrical power or other steam, other uses of the heat. So this is the called cogeneration system. So cogeneration system may include waste heat to produce electricity, or may include waste heat to produce steam or other industrial projects, or both can be served. So these all are my presentation. I am very sorry that I took a lot of the time. I need to say thank you. So I am stop sharing right now.
Thank you very much, sir,
Just a
for
moment,
your.
please. Just a moment, please. I have other things to do for our okay. I have to share another thing for our presenter. For our what I can say, for our listener. So let's go again with this thing. Do you know? Could you see that? So right now, I have a question for you. That is a short class I have. So it is a lot of things to cover. So I need to go to again the menti.com. So let's be very quick. That I have 4 questions here. I have 4 players ready, 5 players ready. Okay, and more is better. Please go again to the menti.com and use the code 25864376. 25864376. This will be very fun. Please join. Everyone, please don't sleep. Please do not sleep. Go to the menti.com and use the code 25864376. 25864376. 12 player is here. I'm going to place a question for you today. Are you ready? I think you are. So, and if you answer very fast, you will be the first. What is the energy? Why energy management is necessary? This is the question. So, could you please answer? 4 people, sir. 8 people already given answer. 9 people are given answer. 10 people are given answer. Everyone has voted, right? So what is the? Okay, very good. One person has wrong, but everyone get the correct answer. Who are the first position leaderboard? Is he? Some person, Bran and the Broken is the first position. Marcel the Moniz is the second position. Some Snuggles third position. Hasibur fourth position. Okay, let's take another. Please go to the menti.com and use the code 25864376. So next question, are you ready? 11 players, 12 players. Okay, why energy audit is done? Look at your phone, please. Look at your phone. Why energy audit is done? Seven people voted, 8 people voted, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Everyone is voted. Everyone know that we need it for the use of the potential. Thank you very much. Who is first? Again, the brand. Marcel Van Moniz has, okay, let's see that Snuggles has second position and Brand the Broken is the first position. Thank you, Brand. And 13 people is players is ready. One more we have. So what is the question? What cogeneration means? These, okay, one person voted, 6, 7, 8. I think you all have the right to have a certificate. Emerson has asking for the certificate. Suppose everyone is voted. What is the result? Yes. Cogeneration means use wasted for the process. No, some people has wrong answers. What are the leaderboard is saying? Okay, Rokon is the first aid. Brand, sorry for you that you are in the second position. Imon, Marcel, Tani, Snuggles, you got late. So what are the third question? Fourth question, sorry, 12 players are ready. 14 players. Wow. 14 persons already are on. Which sentence is true? What is the sentence? These are the sentence. Okay, 3 more to go. Everyone has voted. Okay, there is a 2 right answer, but you did it 1. Energy management can save energy. Energy management can be done in only industries. So this is all that I have in my mind. So thank you for everyone for voting me, and thank you very much for being with us this long. Thank you. 𝐅𝐸𝐥𝐥𝐿, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much to joining with us and giving the valuable speech in us. Okay, now in the meantime, I ask to all of the audience to fill up the Google Form link so that we can provide the correct certification according to your email. The Google Form link is provided in the chat box very soon. And now it is my distinct pleasure to invite our Managing Director of Fast Engineering Solutions Ltd to join us on this virtual platform. On behalf of Fast Engineering Solutions Ltd, I would like to express our sincerest thanks to our Managing Director for his continuous guidance and leadership. And I will request to take the floor, provide his valuable speech. Sir.
Okay. Thank you, 𝐅𝐸𝐥𝐥𝐿, for your invitation. And hello, everyone. I would like to thanks everyone who are joining our today's webinar. And first of all, I would like to say all the people who worked really hard for this webinar. And for my part, I would like to say that Fast Engineering is doing like different engineering and consultancy service in Bangladesh since 2017. And we started in the industries initially with the installation and commissioning of different machineries and industrial as per the project basis requirement. But later in 2019, we started our journey with different kinds of audit. So here already Mr. Kamal and Mr. Tawfiq, they have already given their presentations with their valuable speech regarding the sector of energy utilization and management, and they are really very experienced in their sector. Tofik Bhai has done lot of audit with us since last almost 1 year, and also we worked as a team. We went to lot of factories together as well, like DBL, Paramount, Bengal, and also some others factories. And Fast Engineering Solutions Limited has successfully completed their projects with challenges, and we would like to uh, be a part of the energy sector as a pioneer. So I will finish my speech shortly within next 5 to 7 minutes with few points. Like for those who are participating here as a student, I would like to say that we need to uh, inform you that Fast Engineering wants to share our experience as well as knowledge to the people who are running student, and this is because that we are experiencing that when the students are getting passed from university, whether he or she is from Tripoli or IT or any other sectors, or mechanical or whatever in engineering backgrounds, they try to go to their job sector or business sector or whatever they like, but they don't focus any area. Like, yes, if you have the focus when you are studying in electrical or mechanical, if you focus that yes, I would like to work in energy sector in Bangladesh, that will be your vision. So when we are passing from the university, we think that yes, we will do like BCS, we'll give some uh, like exam in PDB, REB, or the regular government defense sectors or whatever private. But actually, most of the students don't have any vision that in which sector is my target. So that is one important point actually. So I think that those who are participating in this webinar, they have uh, more or less like somebody might have any interested, someone might be thinking that I would like to join all the free types of webinars in the market in Bangladesh, or whatever I see in social media different pages. And some may be thinking that I need the certification or the experience as a written, and I can add it in my CV. But the most valuable thing is that whether you want to make your career or you would like to uh, make some good work in this sector. So that is also important. So this one I would like to say that if you focus and if you want to work in this area, this is one of the emerging and growing sector in Bangladesh, and in the next couple of years it will be more emerging and like more uh, giving importance as well as private and the government sector from the different industries, as well as from also Bangladeshi governments, upper ministries, different sector. And second of all, that who are from the business sector or in other sectors, some of us are thinking that the industries are doing energy audit or some kinds of things for the getting acceptance or the permission from the different governing body like BRC or TITAS or any others. But it is also important for the industries, for their workers, as well as top management, as well as mid management, so that they also know about the energy management actually. Because as Tawfiq Bhai and Mr. Kamal has said, that you have to use all of your resources as well in your factory or industry to manage this energy. And it is like from how you utilizes your light or fan and how you utilize your machineries at a maximum optimum way. And this is the uh, actually scenario from the top, like foreman to top management, all have to take role from their part. And the industry expert or the industry management, they need to come forward if they would like to uh, make it efficiently in their industry. They need to share these kinds of knowledge to the factories, all the people, as well as their head office and others also concerned. And when we are actually getting the requirements from the industry, and like from the topmost industries group, like when actually I do business and I try to make meetings with the different industry people, I generally do meeting with the different managing directors or chairmen or like GM. So in those range of people, they actually are concerned about their whole organization as a top view. Top view means they want their money saving, they want their like concern audit, whether report or whatever needed for their factories to get permission or for renewal. It is also necessary. As well as they also know they want to be concerned that their people or their organization people will be concerned about their energy management. So they are aware of it, but as a root level, from the worker to who are getting passed from the university and joining as a freshers, they are actually not concerned. And in that gap, we Fast Engineering wants to work here. Like we have already planned that we would like to make some these kinds of webinar, as well as paid and the free sessions with our participants, and like to share our knowledge. And this will be a continuous process. Like we would like to make it around the whole year, but we have also our limitations. Like we have our other days actually time schedule, and we also do audit regularly in each week, and we have also others business as well. So in this collaboration of timing, we would like to make training regularly in weekend based, like Friday, Saturday, and from onwards, it will be for every Friday, as well as maybe Saturday. Our team is working to make it. So I think you can check our pages regularly and our LinkedIn pages to see what the coming sessions and try to be with us for the learning perspective. Because actually what happens in our country that there are a lot of good training centers and organizations actually who they give very basic kinds of courses. Like if you see that BD jobs training, Pothomalo job training, or whether it is Ishikon, 10-minute school, or Creative IT, or whoever, they actually do the basic type of courses which is not industry oriented, like whatever that is basic English class or basic to advanced level of Microsoft Word, Excel, or like project management, or like website design development. But actually, if you want to make something, any expertise who are industry based, like here we have Mr. Kamal, Mr. Tawfiq, who are actually working in the industries regarding one sector, that is the energy management. In that way, if we like to focus in the industry wise and the what are the industry requirements and what's the people who are getting past and making their career and what they're facing in the industries after 1 to 5 years or 10 years, we would like to make those actually in face of the people that uh, they can be aware of this. So let's see how fast engineering can work in this area. And one more thing I would like to say that for the participants who are attending this session, I would like to say that for our next courses, they would get 10% discount if there is any paid courses onwards, then they would get the 10% so as they are attending this session. And next that our team guys, they will also arrange the certification or any other things necessary after this session. Please contact with them, they will cooperate accordingly. And for the foreign participants, I would like to say that recently Fast Engineering has also taken one step that we are doing collaboration, partnership, as well as agreement with some foreign concern. Like recently we have done agreement with Indian as well as Chinese, and later on we would have also more focus on western part and European part. So inshallah in the next year or onwards we would visit in your countries, as I can see that there are foreign participants. So hopefully in Bangladesh as well as outside Bangladesh we will have the physical webinar types of session as well as online. So when there will be physical session, then inshallah we will have the meetings with you guys. So here I would like to finish my part, and Shakila John, please continue the rest of the part of the webinar. Thank you everyone for the participation.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable speech. Now, I hope all of the participants already fill up the Google Form link. So now here is your Q&A session. Now the floor is for all of the participants. You can ask any question you have. Please raise your hand, or you can put it down your question in chat box, or ask any questions. Okay, I got one question for Kamal Ahmed sir on the chat box. That sir told 3 steps for electricity supply, generation, transmission, and distribution. Also, there was losses like core loss, copper loss, and eddy current loss, hysteresis loss. But my question is, how to overcome from losses, and can we utilize 100% of electricity from generation to distribution process in practical?
I'd like to thank you first. Thank you, Mr. 𝐅𝐨𝐥𝐿 first, for his to the point and very timely and very important question for nowadays, because as you know that our 3 steps from electricity generation, transmission, distribution, we cannot use the 100% of electricity. He said that it is practical. Yes, we can use the power that as much as we generated, but not 100%. But we can make the losses lower, because when you generate the power, say, I think you are from India, if I am not wrong, in your country, your generation may be almost 100,000 megawatts or more. Now, say if your loss from generation, from transmission, and from distribution, it is almost, say it is 5%. So how much you will lose? You will lose in the process almost 5,000 megawatts. But if you can make a proper transmission network, if you can use your natural gas or your fuel in a proper efficient manner, then you can get the most out of it. Like, for example, for conventional thermal power plant, we are getting efficiency almost 30% to 35%. But if you can use ultra supercritical or critical power plant, ultra supercritical or critical thermal power plant, then you will get almost 50%. But on the other hand, if you can use combined cycle power plant, from generation part, you will get almost 62% or 65% efficiency nowadays with the advanced H-class steam turbine or gas turbine and steam turbine combined. Now come to the transmission part. From the top view of the transmission part, you will need to get the most out of it, because when you transmit, you do not want to lose, but you will have to get some losses there. Yes, you will have to accept it. But if you can design your transmission system or your load management system or your load distribution system as a efficient manner, then we can ensure you that your loss will be less than 1 or 2%. Now think, if you are generating with 100,000 megawatt and you are saving almost 4% of from the loss, how will you save? You will save 4,000 megawatt only from the transmission save. And another loss, your copper loss, core loss, eddy current loss, and hysteresis loss. This loss is from transformer part, and the loss you can overcome. You cannot completely overcome, but if you can design and then maintain the transformer and the heat distribution of the transformer properly, and the insulation and the design of the transformer properly, then you can get almost 99% efficiency from the transformer. And say if you are designing a 3-phase transformer but the load balance is not proper, then you will get a loss from one core. But if you can design the transformer and you can balance the load with the 3-phase of the transformer properly, then you will get the most out of it. If you can design such a way in the distribution sector and the distribution network also, then you can say, yes, I agree with you that we cannot utilize 100% of the electricity generation to distribution, and it is not practical. But if you can save the power from that loss with the proper distribution network design, with a proper transmission network design, with a highly efficient gas turbine and steam turbine generation, then you can minimize your loss and you can get many more megawatt power from your system. So without any kind of more fuel or more investment, just using proper networking system, proper load balancing system, proper load management system. So that's all my point. You cannot get 100%, but you will have to try to get close to 100% or close to 95%, close to 99% as much as possible. That is our point. That is the point we want to say, that is by using energy management properly in the government sector, public sector, and private sector, we can ensure this, that the loss will be less and our carbon footprint will be less in this way. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. 𝐅𝐸𝐥𝐥𝐵.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now I'm seeing the two hand rising. Okay, Mr. Abdul Salek, please ask your questions.
Okay, thank you. I have a question to the Kamal Ahmed sir, that now the current situation of electricity in Bangladesh, we are in crisis. So what would be the solution?
Thank you, Mr. Salek. We are in crisis, right? But in this crisis, we did not come in a single day. We come in a timely manner. If we go earlier, that proper management is required, proper planning is required. We have a power sector planning, so we will have to design the power sector planning properly. Fuel diversification, it is another important factor to implement, because we have a limited natural resource, natural gas, so we cannot use 100% what we are generating, what we are getting from the well of our natural gas resources. So we will have to distribute with our resources, like we will have to use solar power. We can use our cogeneration system, as Mr. Tawfiq told us. In the industry sector, there is many industry, they need cooling system. So if you can use the chiller, then you can get the cooling system capacity fully, but you do not use the electricity. So you can save the cooling system. You see, only in Dhaka city, if we can save the cooling power, how much electricity can be saved? In industry, many sector, you are using many motor, compressor, fan, light. If you can use LED light, you can save the power. If you can use VFD, variable frequency drive, for your motor, then you can use almost 60%, 50 to 60% power you are consuming right now. So it will be a very important and very significant improvement if we can all majorly our industry sector and our residential sector and our public sector aware about the energy management and energy conservation awareness system. Because say, if you can save 50% of your motor consumption, if you can save your 40% of your boiler steam generation gas requirement, then how much gas and how much power we can save? If you can use a VFD, your motor will be safe. You can use soft starter, you can use constant pressure mode, you can use variable speed mode. Your installation will be safe, your motor will be safe, your energy requirement will be low, and the end of the day, our government burden will be low, because our government has low foreign reserve right now, and they will have to import the liquefied natural gas nowadays. So we will have to be careful when you are using our power, our natural gas in the industry sector. That will be benefited for our factory, as well as for our government, as well as for our environment. Thank you.
I understood, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now another question I will ask. Inam Shuhas, please ask your questions.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমার কোশ্চেনটা বিদ্যুৎ স্যার কাছে।
জি বলেন।
একটু এটা হচ্ছে, আমি একটা কোম্পানিতে জব করি। এখানে প্রায় 300 প্লাস কর্মী আছে যারা সবাই ল্যাপটপে কাজ করে, এবং আমরা যে এনার্জি ব্যাকআপটা দিই সেটা আপনার বাসা বাড়িতে যেরকম বিদ্যুৎ দেওয়া থাকে এই থেকেই আমরা ব্যাকআপটা দিই, সাথে আইপিএস দেওয়া আছে। সো আপনারা শুধু কি ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল পর্যায়ে এনার্জি অডিটটা করে থাকেন, নাকি আমরা যে কোম্পানিতে জব করি সেই রকম কোম্পানিতে এনার্জি অডিটটা দরকার আছে? আমার এটাই কোশ্চেন ছিল। থ্যাংক ইউ।
না, মানে আপনাদের মানে ফ্যাক্টরিতে বা যেই অর্গানাইজেশনের কথা বললেন, এইখানে যেটা দরকার হচ্ছে এনার্জি ম্যানেজমেন্ট প্ল্যানিং আর কি। তো এখানে হচ্ছে যে অডিটটা হচ্ছে অনেক সময় আপনার মানে এটা অনেকটা মানে একটা সার্টিফিকেটের মতন, যে ধরেন আমরা হচ্ছে হলো আমাদের অডিটের টিম হচ্ছে এই জিনিসগুলো সার্টিফাই করতেছে, দেন হচ্ছে হলো আপনি কোনো একটা গভর্নমেন্ট অথরিটিতে হচ্ছে সেটা জমা দিচ্ছেন। এখন আপনি যেটা বলতেছেন আপনাদের দরকার যেটা হচ্ছে যে আপনারা কিভাবে এটাকে ম্যানেজ করলে এটা ম্যাক্সিমাম ইউজটা হবে আর কি, এবং আপনারা এটার বেস্ট ইউটিলাইজেশনটা করতে পারতেছেন এবং আপনাদেরও যেন মিস ইউজটা না হয় এটা হচ্ছে এনশিওর করে। এটার জন্য যেটা হয় যে ওভারঅল যেই এনার্জি ম্যানেজমেন্ট এটার হচ্ছে হলো একটা হচ্ছে কিছু ভিজিটের মাধ্যমে এই জিনিসগুলো হচ্ছে হলো আপনাদের কিছু আমরা সেশন অনেক সময় অ্যারেঞ্জ করি। সেটা ট্রেনিং সেশন হয় ইন হাউসে, অর্থাৎ আপনাদের অফিসে বা অর্গানাইজেশনে বা ফ্যাক্টরিতে। দেন হচ্ছে যে ওই ট্রেনিং সেশনে আমরা অ্যাওয়ারনেসটা যখন আপনাদের গ্যাদার করব এবং আপনারা ওই নলেজটা নিবেন, তারপরে হচ্ছে আমরা আবার আপনাদের অর্গানাইজেশনের কারেন্ট কি সিচুয়েশন এটার জন্য একটা প্রিলিমিনারি একটা আমাদের একটা অডিট হবে আর কি। এই অডিটের পরে আমরা আপনাদের অ্যাকচুয়াল একটা রিপোর্ট আর কি দিব যে আপনাদের কারেন্ট কন্ডিশন এরকম আছে এবং আপনাদের এই ফেজগুলোতে আপনাদের রিকোয়ারমেন্ট মানে ইমপ্রুভমেন্টের জায়গা আছে, ওটা আমরা রিকমেন্ডেশন করে দিব আর কি। সো ডিপেন্ডিং অন আপনাদের, আমি তো আসলে ফিজিক্যাল ভিজিট করলে আরো ডেপথ জানা যায়। 300 জন ইজ লাইক স্মল টু মানে মিডের মাঝামাঝি পড়ে যায় আর কি। সো মেবি আপনি আমাদের ওই টিমের সাথে কন্ট্যাক্ট করেন, এখানে ওই যে আমাদের প্রজেক্ট কোঅর্ডিনেটর শাকিলুজ্জামান আছে। দেন যদি ইফ নেসেসিটি হয় আমাদের যে প্রসেস যে একটা প্রি ভিজিট হবে আপনাদের ফ্যাক্টরিতে, দেন আমরা বুঝতে পারবো আর কি আপনাদের অবস্থাটা কি। দেন আমরা হয়তো আপনাদের সাথে বসে এটা কিভাবে সর্ট আউট করা যায় আমরা এগুলো নিয়ে ফার্দার হয়তো একটা অফিসিয়াল একটা ফর্মাল মিটিং করতে পারবো আর কি। সো সমস্যা নেই, আপনি এটা আমাদের টিমের সাথে প্রজেক্ট কোঅর্ডিনেটরের সাথে কন্ট্যাক্ট করলে আপনি ইনশাল্লাহ পরবর্তীতে সাপোর্ট পেয়ে যাবেন আর কি।
Okay, now
Thank you so
next question I will take from thank you. Next I take from MD Shafayat Jamil Rokon. Please ask your questions.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please.
I have a question for Tawfiq Rahman sir. Can I ask, please? So first of all,
Yes,
Tawfiq
please.
Rahman sir, thank you for presenting your nice presentation, and I want to mention that the last part of your presentation, the quiz part, was really fun. Thank you for that. And my question is really simple. What is the range of captive power plant? I mean, how much megawatt do we need to say that this is a captive power plant?
Actually, the question is the answer is there is no answer because there is no limit. It depends on the factory that is the requirement of the factory. I have seen 60 megawatt to 70 megawatt as a captive, but and also I have seen that 1 megawatt is a captive or 500 kilowatt is a captive. So there is no bar. It depends on the factory and the requirement.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I understand. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now next question for MD Nahidul Islam. Please ask your questions.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for a wonderful session. And my question is the energy audit only based on energy improving or also relate to the production of the company? Thank you.
Should I answer?
Yes, please.
Okay, it is based on the savings, but it has some co-benefits. One of the co-benefit you already asked, that the production, the quality, the management, everything is under this, goes under the management of the and the energy audit. And also the environmental impact also included the energy audit system, because everything tie up with each other. So I can give you an example. Let's say the Magna cement, the 7 ring cements, they produce cements. So they are using equipment that is called ball mills. So these ball mills used for preparing PCC cement, ordinary Portland cement. So this Portland cement uses, you know that the bonding capacity of the cement is a tricky one. If the bonding capacity has to be higher, then the mixture or the fineness of the cement should have to be very fine, very fine. So the ball mill doesn't provide the fineness. So some people, so what else? So some people wants, or the management wants, that they are want to install vertical roller mill instead of ball mills. So these vertical roller mills uses actually produces very fine cements. And also this vertical roller mills energy consumption is 50% of the pre-millennium one. So you see that the quality of the product also increased, as well as the efficiency. So the energy audit describes, or energy audit do for the benefits as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think we have one last question in comment section that Blaise Kimberley asks that, hello, sir, how does effective energy management in a captive power plant align with corporate sustainability strategies and contribute to meeting environmental targets such as reducing greenhouse gas emissions?
Okay, I think I might answer that. So for the energy management system for the captive power plant is very essential, as well as you know that what is the corporate sustainability strategies. The main thing is that what is it depends on the corporate things, and it depends on the global buyers. If the global buyers comes and they saw that your factory is not manages energy, or in fact it doesn't have the energy management plans. So this corporate sustainability strategies is come from the global perspective as well as the national perspective. So national bodies are working for the energy efficiency as well as the energy management, and the international bodies, the buyers, also look for the low emission standard, low emitted factories, so that they can tag their product as a low emitted products. So this product, this is essential or necessary for the total industries. If we go for the captive, so captive is a part of a industry. So of course captive has many things to do. This captive power plant has to have the proper management guideline, as well as the proper safety guideline as well. These are a part of the total management system. I think that the management system not only the captive, as well as the total industries has to have the management system, so that it can improve the sustainability strategies. So thank you for the question. This is a very pertinent question. On this side, I didn't what I can say. I didn't expect that kind of a question here. Thank you very much for asking.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Actually, we are at the end of this webinar. So now we will go for the next pages, and I will ask to our managing director, kindly inviting you to present the crest to our honorable speaker as a token of your appreciation for the valuable contribution of this webinar. Sir, please take the floor and give in the ceremony.
Thank you. Actually, this is we are doing as a online, but it will be also done as a physically later. So please give the crest to Mr. Kamal Ahmed. Thank you, Mr. Kamal Ahmed, for joining our session. We know that you have also your official work and others, and you actually worked hard for joining in this webinar. So thank you for your participation. Okay, so later, please give the crest to our Tawfiq Bhai. Thank you, Tawfiq Bhai, for actually your timing. We know that you are actually busy in the weekend as well, but you have actually given actually a lot of time and actually need preparations for this. So inshallah later we'll have also session and these interesting training as well later on. So we'll have a discuss, and due to the short time actually I did not also able to communicate with you as well as Mr. Kamal regarding this training. So later we'll have a more discussion and how we can improve this. Thank you for the participation.
Thank you very much for you for giving me the chance to say something on this audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, so please carry on, Shakil.
Okay, thank you everyone to joining. Here we are at the end of this webinar. And for Bangladeshi student and also job holder, I will say that we have so many new opportunities here in Fast Engineering Solutions Limited. We are targeting to conduct a physical environmental inspect to many power plant and also industries. So get in touch with us for further information and about this webinar and further increasing webinar. So thank you very much. Here we end up with the webinar. Thank you all for joining with us.